is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
As Greg didn't even think before he pressed send. Yeah, it was almost like let's trade Marino and keep Scott Mitchell. When I read that article from Greg Cody, it reminded me of him writing, let's trade Marino now and keep Scott Mitchell.
You really holding on to that from 20 years ago, 30 years ago?
Well, it's incredibly stupid.
I mean, I remember reading that as a kid.
And it was incredibly stupid then, and it's incredibly stupid now. And I would imagine that Greg Cody's smart enough to look at it and say, God, I was really stupid for writing that article.
I mean, but we're wrong sometimes. Our thoughts and opinions and views are, they change over time, and as our intellectual level changes and information we receive changes. So, I mean,
just make sure you're honest enough to admit and say, damn, me liking Brock Osweiler was really stupid. That's all. Just do it, bro. There's nothing wrong with that.
Brock Osweiler.
Well, yeah, I did. I liked him in the third round as a project. Yes, I did. I wanted the year of Tannehill. I wanted Brock instead in the third round as a project.
Wow, that's a big admission. That's a big admission.
It's a big deal.
Yeah,
happens, bro. But are you gonna admit it? Is the question.
That's true.
Okay. Are you going to admit that? Say, oh, yeah, when I wrote trade Mitchell and, trade Marino and keep Mitchell, yeah, that was stupid. When I wrote, no, the WNBA deserves the same kind of love that women's tennis or women's soccer, that's really stupid.
Yeah, I just heard you speak really on that. And really women's tennis and women's soccer are arguably right up there with the men in their sport.
Or, no, better. Better, maybe. I can
better on tennis. Better on tennis. I agree.
Right. I said that earlier. I said most of us would rather watch a women's tennis match than a men's tennis match.
The soccer, to play with your argument, the soccer team, they're more successful than the men.
Right.
I don't know if they draw better than the men, but
no, they do. They do. No, I can't. I'm telling you, they fill stadiums. The men don't. Okay. They fill stadiums. The men don't.
Yeah. I support WNBA. I covered the Soul just like you.
Me too.
But yeah, I think that I didn't read the column, but dude.
Right. He blames the WNBA for Brittany Griner being stuck in Russia. I mean, dude, blame her for carrying freaking hash oil, bro. You're in Russia, sweetheart. Don't be carrying hash oil through the airport. Leave it there. Buy it here when you get to the States again. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? She's stuck in Russia on her own. No, don't blame the WNBA for this, bro. If you're in North Korea, in Cuba, in Russia, whatever one of these crap countries that has these kinds of governments, are you going to give them one reason, Omar, when you're going to go through TSA? One reason.
No, right? not really. The weed.
Damn right.
It must be some good hash oil. I don't know.
But then mail it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's very true as well.
Just mail it. My buddy, I said that yesterday, and my buddy goes to me, or I said it 2 days ago. My buddy goes to me. He knows a little bit more, I guess, or he watches CSI. He goes, she should have put it in a box with coffee grinds and send it. And she would have gotten it at home, and that's it. What an idiot! And then she put it like that. He put it like that. But whatever, you could have mailed it. But dude, you don't go through TSA with hash oil, bro. Come on, dude. It's like, I feel terrible for her. I really do. But you kind of brought it on yourself. And for Cody to blame the WNBA for not helping out or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think and this is not a diss Greg Cody spiel, but I really don't think he realizes women have been playing internationally for drastically more money for 20 years. I started covering the WNBA when I first got here in 2000. That's 22 years ago. Like, bro, this ain't that you're not reinventing the wheel here. The WNBA is probably the fourth biggest women's league. Like,
yeah,
it's like us having a professional cricket league over here.
Right.
Yep. They
Tino,
might come because they want a vacation in Miami, but yeah, it's you got a long way to go.
bring back Tino Geddes. That's what I say. Bring
Uh
back Tino Geddes.
I wonder what Tino's doing. My father used to read him religiously, so you know, he's still got a lot of fans out there.
Let me tell you, it's funny, right? Because most of us are laughing at that article every week. It was actually a really popular article with people in the Caribbean,
Oh,
bro,
absolutely.
and all our Caribbean folks that live here loved that effing article, dude. Okay, the rest of us that never follow cricket and those kind of sports, we don't care.
Yeah, but
But
you know what's funny, and you're saying that, and I don't disagree with you. But in this era of journalism, just like you're in your era of radio and broadcast and podcasting, you know exactly what everybody wants to read on every single day.
you're right.
And the results are right there for you. So it's about, you know, spending your resources, and everybody's got limited resources, where you're going to get the biggest hits. Now, unfortunately, you know, that leads to, you know, things like me being in prison for 15 years and never being able to write about anything else other than the Dolphins, because the Dolphins is their bread and butter and the Dolphins gets their clicks. And if I ever want to write about anything other than the Dolphins, I got to go do my Dolphins work, get them their clicks, and then I can go write about whatever I want to write about. So it's, you know, it's a double-edged sword. But, you know, the one thing is they know exactly what drives the traffic.
Yeah, no, you're right. I'm
So
with you there.
people weren't reading Tino Geddes, because if people were reading Tino Geddes at the rate, you know,
Yeah, because we don't have that many Caribbean people to push it. But actually, the Caribbean people
we
love
got a lot of Caribbean people now.
They freaking love that article, bro.
They did love it. They did love it. I got to figure out what he's doing, what he's up to.
I wonder where is. Yeah, man. Tino, we love you, buddy. Tino Geddes, man. Okay, we still remember. When was the last Tino Geddes article?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up.
That's the question.
I'm very curious. I mean, people, you know, I don't even know how people consume their news, but Tino Geddes has got to be on Twitter if he's still writing. So
well, I know they're consuming it on the big old radio show with a lot of great insiders like Omar Kelly. I know that. I know
there you go. That's where you're getting your good inside talk in South Florida.
Right. Damn right, baby. Local and national insiders now on the program. So it's a beautiful thing. All right. So you wrote about the free agents. So after doing all the studying, and you know they've got a couple of Brinks trucks ready and rolled up, ready to go. They want to sign some people. What's Omar Kelly and his crystal ball say? What direction should the Miami Dolphins go in if they had to sign 3 free agents?
3 of their own, or 3 of...
No, not their own. Outside to help. Who are they, Omar Kelly?
Who should they, or who do I think that? I think they're going after.
You think? Who do you think?
Oh, who do I think?
That's right. I'm interested to know what you think.
Obviously, number one priority for me is retaining Emmanuel Ogbah. At price point for me, I'm not passing $15 million a year.
You know Drew did already.
Huh?
You know Drew did by miles.
Hey, if he's past $15 million a year, wish Ogbah the best of luck. And man, we gotta go get Jadeveon Clowney or something. So that you know, I see where I am with that, but there's some aged, veteran, established pass rushers who probably already call South Florida home that I can you know make my way with.
By the way, I'm sorry to report I did not even know this. Tino Geddes is no longer with us.
Wow.
He passed away November 11th of 2011. He had a lengthy battle with cancer and passed away peacefully at his home in St. Catherine. So, yep. So there you go. He was the son of a Jamaican educator and was comfortable in the area of journalism and credited for molding the careers of many of the country's top print and electronic journalists. There you
go. That's a man who had my respect. See, 2011. That would explain why we haven't read him for a decade.
Yep.
But to get back on the free agent tip, I'm going to give you a couple names, and I'm never comfortable with the whale shopping. That's Steve Ross's lane. That's where he wants. And I get
By the way, before you get into that, if Ogba is priced out, who do you replace him with? Is there somebody out there you like that you want to get, or you're staying in the draft to try to replace him?
No, I can't
For
stay in the
curiosity.
draft. By the time I
Okay.
pick, they're gonna be gone. So
You're
I
right.
gotta go add a veteran. I gotta do it both ways. I gotta add a veteran. Everything that you're looking at, you should do it both ways. You should add a veteran and you should add a young player. To me, the top priority for this team in terms of needs, and hear me out on this, is an inside linebacker. And Quan Alexander is who I envision as a guy that can help this team. Young enough, productive enough, instinctual. I think he fits the scheme. I think he would play well with Jerome Baker. So that to me is the linebacker that I'm targeting. I don't have to break the bank for him. Morgan Moses is the offensive tackle. More importantly, the right tackle. But more importantly than that, he's an established veteran who can teach these young guys how to play the game, how to do it right, how to treat your body, how to, give him that Eric Flowers kind of treatment. He had a decent season with the Jets. He's mature. He's 30. But I'm looking for somebody with a little bit of maturity. I'm looking for somebody who I don't need 5 years out of his career. I need a good 2. And I think Morgan can help this young line. Let me put this to you, because I can only talk to you about certain things. People like you about certain things. And I'm bounce this idea off you and tell me what you think. I would put Robert Hunt back at right tackle, and I would move Austin Jackson to right guard. And I would probably get a left tackle and have Liam play left guard.
Okay.
Who the left tackle is, I'm thinking maybe Trent Brown, maybe not. I don't know where Trent Brown is from a health standpoint. I don't know where he is from a work ethic standpoint. I know he's got some medical issues, and when he can't run and work out, he balloons up to 380 pounds. Now, he could play at 380 pounds, but on this line, I'm not necessarily certain that's a healthy thing to do, which is why I'm leaning towards the Morgan Moses. But what do you think about Robert Hunt at right tackle again?
See, here's the thing. I don't mind actually Hunt at right tackle. I would have liked to have experimented during the year last year. I told you to move Hunt at right tackle at times.
I'm giving you the what's the wide receiver from Philadelphia that went to play the Patriots? That dropped the ball like Aguilar.
Oh yes.
I'm giving you the hello,
Yeah.
we should have did that, but it is what it is.
And so this is where that's going to lead me to this. Here's where I got to kind of clean the slate on these young guys. And I got to see what now this coaching staff, who comes from, all these guys have a lot of run in them already.
You're not adding one, or
no, I'm adding.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm adding. But what I'm saying is,
everybody gets a clean slate. Everybody on the team gets a clean slate.
Right, that Hunt, Jackson, and Eichenberg and these cats I think now we need to judge them now over the next year, that these guys, because Frank and McDaniel are coming from places that they've developed running games and players, and they know how to scheme them and help them. So if you can't excel with these guys, now is when I have a problem. When Lampierre is coaching you,
stop calling Pepe Le Pew.
No, because he's no longer in charge. Let's respect the man. He's back to, where he's supposed to be. He's an assistant coach, and now he can work his way back up again.
I'm glad he got his name reestablished.
Yeah, he's got to get it. We got to give the man his name back now. Okay, it was a stinker last year, so we had to go with a skunky like name because it was a stinker last year. So now I'm expecting it to be roses. So now I need to see who you are, Austin Jackson. Okay, you look terrible, but now let's find out. So
Yeah,
it's
he
up
can't
to
be as
these
bad
guys.
as he played last year. There's no way
There's
that
no
he could
way.
be as.
There's no way.
I don't know if he's definitely not a left tackle. I'm sorry. That there are too many people who beat you going across your face easily, and that was the knock on you in the draft, which is why everybody said, okay, he's not a left tackle. He had a decent season at left tackle, but yeah, I'd even try him at right tackle. Like you want, he's athletic enough. He's probably the guy athletically that fits the scheme the best. So it's interesting to see what can come of it.
Right.
But I'm upgrading. I'm adding a veteran center, or I'm drafting one.
I would love to get Jensen, bro. Let me ask you:
I'm not on the Jensen tip.
Would you trade for La'el Collins? Because because of the baggage, I have a problem trading for him and giving some kind of a high pick for him.
What baggage?
Well, he missed almost an entire year because of a hip injury, and he was suspended for 5 games for avoiding drug tests.
Okay. I mean,
That's not good when you're avoiding.
Yeah, but you can smoke weed now in the NFL. So
are we sure that if it's just weed, then I don't have a problem.
No, I'm not
never even had a problem with weed ever. Really, it's just a matter. Hey, dummy, if you're under the drug do not smoke, and if you're not, well, then just wait for your drug test on training camp and then go smoke all you want. It's like,
bro, some guys can't stop. And I anyway, let me stop this conversation.
Hire a woman, for 30 days before your test. Bring over a lady to keep you busy every day for a month so you don't think about weed.
Nah, they can't. The problem is, and this is the problem is when the boys come over or when you're hanging with the friends and they're like, let me pass.
Right.
And you gotta say no. You gotta say no. That was back in the day. Now you can smoke weed.
It's the dumbest thing in the world that we were suspending people and jailing them for weed. Meanwhile, there are people drunk driving all over the world and killing people. It's just
anyway. Getting back to, I'm not trading if it's not Dallas's defensive end. I'm not trading draft picks. Now I might.
Also, you're like me. You like Randy Gregory in free agency.
No.
Oh, okay. Because if we lose Ogba, I kind of like
Lawrence.
Randy Gregory.
Lawrence is on the trade block too. Lawrence is on.
Ogba has outplayed him badly for 2 years. Like, look at the stats. Like, outplayed him badly.
Don't do that.
But I know he's a player, but he has not played up to his abilities the last 2 years. Have you seen his stats?
He's battled some injuries. I'm not like arguing with you. I haven't even no clue what his stats are, but I've watched his film.
They're not good, bro. They're like 5 and 6 sacks in the last 2 years. He's got like 11 sacks in 2 years. He hasn't done well, man.
He's got 9.5 sacks in 2 years. You're correct.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little shocking.
I told you Ogba has outplayed him.
But he's only played 7 games last year. So
that's what I'm saying. Injuries and a lack of playing time, all that stuff.
Yeah, hey man.
Now you might be onto something because you get a little bit of a discount. He can't ask for the same kind of money that he normally would ask for because he has not played well the last 2 years.
He's going to be traded. He's not.
Whereas Randy Gregory, I believe, is back-to-back 12-sack seasons.
Yeah, but
the question is, but he was immature, and this has been the trajectory. Give the man credit.
How many suspensions does he have for drug use?
I know that, but those were prior is what I'm saying. That's why you're not going to have to pay top dollar.
Once a problem, always a problem.
I don't know. Maybe he has woken up, man. The last 2 years, he has not been any issue whatsoever, man. He's been a player the last 2 years for that.
I'm good, bro. I don't put people like that in Miami. I can't.
Oh well, I can't argue.
I can't do it. Listen.
Can't argue with that.
I have been a victim to these streets. I know the hold that they can have on you. I know the hold that these women can have on you. Can't do it. Can't do it. Cannot do it. So
true.
Getting back to my free agent list, I'm not a Jensen guy. At 30 years old, I really don't think
it's not that old. 30's not old.
Listen, I don't want to add. I want to add one 30-year-old. It's either going to be Morgan Moses or it's going to be Jensen. But anyway, I really do think they can get Trent Brown. That's a Rosenhaus guy. You know how Rosenhaus works. So Rosenhaus can package about 5 guys to the Dolphins. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. You weaken the Patriots. That's always a great thing. The question is, does he fit the scheme? Is he going to be healthy? Can he keep his weight down? Now, he's played at 370 plus, and he's played well. But, with injuries, those guys balloon up, man. And he lives here, so, he knows the lifestyle. So that's a little bit of worry and a concern for me.
And let me tell you, right out of camp, down the street, is that place where they saw the seafood, the drive-through place, and it is dangerous because I go there all the time and I get the
what place? Tell me this place.
Right on Miami Gardens Drive and 27th Avenue. Snappers, I think it's called.
Oh, Snappers! You like Snappers, brother? Way better than Snappers out there.
Where? Where do I go? Close to the stadium? Where?
You want seafood? What you want?
Yeah, seafood. Yes.
I'll find out for you, but I can't eat Snappers, man.
Now
That's
you tell me that you got better, and I'll find out
no,
for you.
I know places.
You didn't even locked and loaded the information.
Okay, go to Finger Licking. Now,
Captain Crabs is not around anymore, so I can't go there to get my garlic crabs.
Are they closed?
I know they closed.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Finger.
The conch they sell there is not as good as Conktown, USA, next to Miami Jackson. Now that is the bomb. If you've ever been.
No. Oh, I know that. I know what that is.
Conktown, USA, right next to Miami Jackson. Come on, dude.
Yeah. You're right. That's a great place. Finger Licking. I think they've fallen off a little bit. It's an establishment that's owned by Khaled and Flo Rida and yeah, it's a chain. They're actually selling them to players now. There's one over here by me in North Miami, and then there's one by the stadium in Miami Garden. And you know what's really popular now?
What?
Trick Daddy has a restaurant called Sunday Vibes that's right close to the stadium. Soul food. I have never eaten there, and here's the reason why I have never eaten there. The line to get inside to order is usually about 7 people deep.
Okay.
Outside the building. So I'm like, damn, this place has to be good because it's a hole in the wall place and there's always a line. Like, I don't care what time I drive by there. Like, I can drive by there at 11 o'clock. There's a line of 7 people outside waiting for whatever Trick's cooking that day. And Trick's known as a real good cook. Trick's got a YouTube cooking show now. So okay. So I'm dying to taste Trick's food, to be honest with you. But you know what? What's my? By the way,
Ian from Brooklyn shot me down. He says Snappers is whack.
Snappers is whack, bro. Okay. Snappers is whack.
I enjoy their fried conch, bro. I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. You got to go there for the fried conch.
And the little dipping sauce. I love it, man. I always get their fried conch, man. Every time I go by there.
For select things, fried conch, you're right. But I don't want Snappers fish. I don't want their shrimp.
Oh, I never eat the fish. I eat the conch there every time.
Yeah, that's high cholesterol, baby. All that is salt. I'm good. I'm not trying to die. You can't even eat it. You cannot even eat it.
I shouldn't eat it, but
yes.
But when I drive by there, it's just hard for me not to pull in and just get a little order there.
There's a spot called Jerk Kings. It's right. There's a Howie's mechanic and tires place.
Yeah, but is it spicy? Because see, I'm a wuss.
You can't. It's real authentic jerk, man.
Yeah, like my wife will eat a jalapeno in front of you and laugh at you. I just smell a jalapeno and I've got to drink a gallon of water. You know what I mean?
Those who are listening, Jerk Kings is on Uber Eats. If you like authentic, if you've gone to Jamaica and you've had authentic jerk pork or jerk ribs or jerk chicken, Jerk Kings, it's on 135th and 7th Avenue on Howie's. Great place to get your car worked on too. My son's car is there right now because I consistently have drama with his car. Listen, it is the best jerk in South Florida right now. And I'm a Jamaican. So
Man of 1,005 hosts says Jerk Kings is the shit, he says.
Yes, I am a Jamaican.
Isaiah says jerk is fire.
So Jerk Kings makes jerk pork better than my auntie makes jerk pork. And my auntie,
I hope your auntie don't hear this, bro.
My auntie owns the crown in our family. So she wears the crown and their jerk pork is better than that. Now,
sounds to me like you got to get this video here, right here, this portion of this video. Get it for me, and I'm going to go over.
I didn't tell you which auntie. I didn't tell you which auntie. So
No.
We're talking for Jerk Kings.
I'm talking about Jerk Kings, but I'm talking business here. I'm talking getting you a live spot here. So
oh, okay.
get that for me there, so I can go approach them because Omar should be doing live spots for these people.
Listen, I know where you can get that Jamaican, that authentic best oxtail. I need to try some Cuban oxtail. I've heard that's really
my dad, rest in peace. He loved oxtail, bro. He loved it. He used to buy it all the time and cook it and make it himself.
You know how expensive it is now?
And then when he would go out, he'd order oxtail all the time. He loved it, bro.
Oxtail is more expensive than getting a filet mignon right now.
Really? I had no idea.
Oxtail is ridiculously expensive. Like it used to be poor people food. Now it's it's the delicatessen, the high end food. Man, I can't even afford oxtail. Oxtail prices, but Mams, for those who know Yves Dairy, Mams and Yves Dairy, they have the best oxtail.
Tony says you have to check out Jamaican Chicken on Sunset and 87th. Awesome jerk chicken and Jamaican patties.
Yes. Okay. Man, okay. That's a little far from me, but I'm always up for it. What I need to find is a Jamaican spot that makes fried breadfruit. That's what I need to find.
Fried bread, what?
Breadfruit. Breadfruit is the best thing in the world. I think you guys call it something else. I don't know what it's like. It's a fruit that's like bread that you roast.
Now, when you say you guys, are you like saying white or Latin? I'm not.
Come on, bro. Of course I'm saying Latin.
I get confused with that. You know what I mean?
Of course I'm saying Latin. Why would I call you white, bro?
I don't know.
You're like two shades. Florida. You're 2 shades lighter than me. Like, what are you talking about? Maybe. But the Latins call it something else. I can't remember what it is, but you roast it. And then once you roast it, you peel it and you cut it into strips and you fry it. And it's like a French fry.
Like plantains, like maduros?
No. It's different.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna shoot you a picture when I find what it looks like. You guys call it something else, but I need to find someplace
to put it here. What? Oh, okay. Oh, breadfruit. Oh, okay. I see. It looks like a kiwi.
No, it out on the outside it looks like that, but fried breadfruit looks a little.
It looks like a kiwi.
Man. Yeah, but it's big. It's big. It's huge. It's huge. Yeah. It only grows in the tropics. But yeah, okay. This is about breadfruit.
Omar's talking about vaca frita. I have no idea. That's what they say. It's called breadfruit, vaca frita.
Yeah.
Or yuca frita, somebody's saying.
Yeah, something. I think it's yuca something.
Oh, yuca. Okay, yuca. All right.
No, but it's not yuca. It's not.
But it's like it.
It's like it, but it's not yuca because I've had fried yuca and it's not the same thing. But it's good. Yeah. Now, are we still talking food, or you got to tell me where I can get some Cuban? Tell your followers. Tell me where I can get some Cuban oxtail so I could try Cuban style.
Oh, I can't tell you that. I'm not an oxtail guy. My dad's no longer with us. So if anybody out there knows where to get some good oxtail here in South Florida, tell me. Put it down on the chat board so Omar can go get some great oxtail. Because I have no idea. I could never help you out with that. Breadfruit is panpen.
There you go. That's what it is.
Panpen? Okay.
Yes, I've heard them say that before.
All right.
I have not confirmed it, but I've heard them say that before. So yeah, let's talk.
One guy says Cuban oxtail is bad. Stick to Jamaican.
Listen. Hey, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm curious.
I'm sure somebody will come up with a place to go for some Cuban oxtail overall. All right. So of our own free agents, what are we hearing, bro? Any progress with the Mac Hollins, with the Nick Needham, with
those are tier. Most of Miami's free agents are tier 3 free agents. They're guys that are going to have to wait a little bit, and rightfully so. The Mac Hollins, I mean, really, who's racing to sign up Mac Hollins? Mac Hollins is probably a minimum guy, fully guaranteed. That's what they got him for last year. Minimum salary, fully guaranteed. And you definitely want Mac Hollins around. I'm Philip Lindsay should be a priority. He is an outside zone run. I mean, there at one point in time there was no better outside zone running back in the NFL, and I'm sure he's got a little bit of mileage on him. But what is it going to cost you to re-sign him? What, $2 million?
Nothing. Yeah, it's not. It's a small salary. It's not. Yeah, it's not going to be any big commitments. I don't even think he'll pay that much.
But I think Nick Needham is the next guy on the docket. If I'm Nick Needham, I'm trying to get a multi-year deal. They're probably going to put a right of first refusal tender on him, which means every team is going to be bidding for. Which means other teams are going to be bidding for him. And if they sign him to a multi-year contract, the Dolphins have an opportunity to match. If I'm Nick Needham, I'm shooting for $6 to $7 million a year. 4 or 5 year deal, and Nick deserves this, and I want to see him maximize his opportunity. He's not a real free agent right now; he's restricted. But if the Dolphins slap him with a tender that only allows him to match, they would be wise to give him a second round tender to prevent teams from bidding on Nick. Because think about it, you can get a starting cornerback for $6 million. Where can you do that at? Yeah. Knowing that he's a polished player. Right. 41, Nick started, no, that's Smite. Nick started like a ridiculous amount of games. I can't tell you off the top of my head, but he started, and that's the thing. What I love about Nick is they consistently tried to replace him, and they can't do it. Can't do it because he plays too well.
Oh no, yeah, he's been phenomenal. By the way, Nico Jones on the chat board, Omar. And Nico is a very hardcore listener, and he visits us at Caneswear. Good dude. He says, tell Omar to go to Los Paisanos in Davie. They have great oxtail. Paisanos, that's like a paisano is like an Italian thing. Paisanos in Davie. Paisanos. Los Paisanos.
Damn it. Hold on.
Los Paisanos, Paisanos.
Okay.
Paisanos in Davie. They have great oxtail, he says.
All righty. All right. We'll get done. Los Paisanos.
Paisanos. Right. Paisano. Hey, Paisano. Hey, Paisano.
That sounds like an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, it's kind of like hey, Paisano. Yeah, so
they got a lot of good eating spots. A lot of people have told me good eating spots in Davie.
Oh yeah, man. Davie's loaded with restaurants.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you there. No doubt about it. All right, so out of Nick Needham, then is there anybody else out there besides Hollins, Needham? We know what's going to happen with Ogba. Anybody else?
How do we know what's going to happen? I don't know. I don't think he's gone.
No, well, what we know is he's not getting tagged, is what I'm saying. So he's headed to free agencies. Like, I'm still hoping some of these other guys get signed before free agency. You know what I mean? Now you explain to Mac Hollins that he'll have to wait a little bit.
I don't know if anybody's a priority to re-sign before free agency. Who's a priority? Like I'm sorry, but I'm looking. I went through. I don't think anybody's a priority. Like I really hope that they feel like they could do better than Jacoby Brissett. I really do.
Oh no, yeah, that for sure. But I would look at Needham as a. Dude, I like him.
They're going to tender him. So tendering. Somebody else is going to do the bidding for you. Somebody else is going to sign him, to offer him to a contract. If he signs the offer sheet, then that's what Miami gets him for.
That's
so
good.
You're right. You let somebody else do those negotiations.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's the smart move. You're right.
Nick's agent's job is to go get the highest bidder that he could possibly get if he's comfortable with the deal. And I'd love to see Nick have some security. I'm a big Nick Needham fan, so Nick is probably my favorite player. Not clearly the top player is my favorite player, Xavier Howard, but Nick is right up there. But you know what I think could possibly happen? We talk about. I think they're going to be big fish hunting, whale hunting, and the biggest whale out there is J.C. Jackson, and I think they're going to shoot their shot. I really do.
Well, if they're going to go after JC, then that means they're trading X.
No, that means they're trading Byron.
Oh, I don't know about that. The cap hit is a lot worse. It's harder. He's coming off foot surgery.
Trust me. They've been trying to trade Byron. Byron's been on the block for a while. And
Yeah, you
some
could try to
teams,
trade him, but the cap hit is just so much more brutal. It's much more manageable, and you're going to get way more in return from X than you will from Byron. I don't think you're going to get the same kind of.
they're not trading X. They already said that. Greer said X is going to be here. X, we're working on the deal. We're going to get it done. And X is confident that the deal is going to get done. We'll see. You know, things can fall apart. So who knows where that is? It's David Canner. So David don't play. So X will be probably the highest paid cornerback in the league. And I think JC Jackson is going to probably set the market. So
All right. Get your pen ready. Tell him Dutch Pot, great oxtail. Trust me. So a place called Dutch Pot.
Dutch Pot is a chain, and it's okay. It's like a Jamaican chain. It's all right.
Okay, go.
It don't beat Mams.
Two Extreme says Big O. Go to Presidente Cafeteria in Hialeah. They have great oxtail.
The Presidente Cafeteria on 79th Street is my Presidente. I would never cheat on them.
There's a Presidente Cafeteria in Hialeah.
I go to the Presidente Cafeteria on 79th Street, not Hialeah.
Well, but that one's the one that has the oxtails. They're telling.
But I would never cheat on my Presidente. I love my Presidente in.
You just don't want to drive that far south.
No, I can drive. It's an equal distance for me. I can't cheat. It's like that's one of my favorite spots. They make my lechon just the way I like it. I go there at least 2 times a month for my lechon. And if I'm sick, I'm going there for my soup. I would never cheat on my Presidente. Each Presidente, they have different chefs. I've tried other Presidentes. Nobody touches my Presidente on 79th Street. If you are in the neighborhood and you don't know about the Presidente right close to US 1 on 79th Street, you are missing out.
All right.
Come on, Omar. You'll cheat on your Presidente for some good tail.
There you go. That's it.
I am not a cheater.
By the way, the Miami Sports Fanatic says La Mercedes Restaurant, the second, has delicious oxtail for Omar over there, South River Drive. So that's in Miami, which I don't know if you're going to go that
south. Nah, South River, that's too far for me, bro. That's a different world.
Jose Lucas says, Big O, Omar, Mario's Cantalina on Federal and Sunrise. The Cuban oxtail there is very scrumptious.
All right, what's the name of that one?
It's called Mario's Cantalina on Federal and Sunrise.
Cantalina, Federal, and Sunrise. Okay. All right. That's doable.
Okay. Let me see what else here. You got people. Jamie says paisano means countryman. What you can people from your same country. Okay. So there you go. All right. We're talking oxtail here, folks. Nobody's talking pizza. What the hell's wrong with you people? Why do people all of a sudden just change the damn conversation? It's oxtail.
But you know what? Like a month ago,
man with oxtail. He doesn't need your help with pizza. He probably has a pizza joint.
I want to try New Haven pizza. There's the New Haven. Huh?
Why New Haven pizza? What the
New
hell
Haven pizza is supposed to be the best pizza in the world. It's like it's as authentic to Italian pizzas as it gets. Tony Sperano used to talk about it all the time. There are New Haven style pizzas just like there's Chicago style pizza. And there are a couple of spots here in South Florida that supposedly serve very good New Haven style pizzas. So I definitely want to try it just to see what it's like.
Okay.
But that was like a month ago. But I'm sure people are bringing that up, and I'm right now I gotta stop eating carbs, bro. I gotta get my life together. I gotta get my weight together. So I gotta stop eating pizza. It's off the menu.
What's that? Oh, it's like coal-fired pizza? Is that what it is?
I don't know. I've never eaten it, but everybody raves about it.
There's your New Haven pizza. Right there.
Yeah, everybody raves about it. There's apparently a couple of spots here in South Florida that do New Haven style pizza, and it's very good. They're very popular. So I'm curious, but I can't eat pizza no more. I'm out the game. I gotta drop like 15.
All right. Well, there you go. 15. I gotta drop 50. All right. Well, that's we're only
You've
off
done
by
it before. I've seen you do it before.
I know. I just haven't gotten really focused completely on doing it. That's my problem. I have to get motivated to do it because it takes motivation. It takes this, and
I'm right with you.
right now, the only motivation I have is to straighten this whole thing out and build this thing up and get it to a point where it's
I'm with you.
going and sustainable. You know what I'm saying?
I was supposed to work out every day this week, and here I am. I'm at Friday, still haven't worked out yet. I got to get it into gear, bro. I got to get it into gear.
I feel you, baby. I feel you. All right. Well, get your rest this weekend. We'll catch up next week. Should be a fun week as free agency starts.
Yeah,
the tampering's already going on.
I do want to say this to all the Dolphin fans out there, especially your audience. And this is the free agent primer and warning that I annually give you. Every agent wants to name the Miami Dolphins as a team in play for them, as a team that's interested, because you know what happens when the Miami Dolphins are in play? Price goes up. Yesterday's price is not today's price, because everybody knows when Steve Ross wants it, he's dropping that coin. Don't allow yourself to get used. And they're okay with being used. But don't get your emotions up and they're all excited. We about to get J.C. Jackson. But then when I said that last time, it was Byron Jones. And I was like, yeah, they're not doing that. But you know what? Miami wasn't a bidding, and Miami had the highest bid. And Miami landed the player. That's what they do. They get in with the big fish, and they put their bid on the table. If their bid is the highest, all right, big fish, we got to figure out a way to make it work. So they're going to shoot big. The problem is there's not much big fish out there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, there might be a lot of guys waived, cut, and those are dented cans. I'm good with eating from dented cans. Steve Ross is not. So I would be killed. I would be cornering the market, going to every grocery store, buying up the dented cans.
Well, Ogba was a dented can, so he
wasn't a dented can. He was a guy.
He underachieved as a first round pick. Yes, he was.
I don't think he was a first round pick
or high second round, right? Or whatever.
Yeah. Round pick, I think he did all right.
Underachieved as a high second round pick. Never got to where they thought he was going to be. He actually did that here, not there. I'm sure they were saying Kansas City.
I want to sign.
That's the guy we drafted. That's the guy.
He was drafted by Cleveland and traded to Kansas City. Whatever. I want 5 Ogbas in free agency. That's what I want.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm talking for Ogbas.
Is that all, Omar? Would you also like a trophy too, a Vince Lombardi trophy to go along with it?
No. Give me the 5 players who Big O says underachieved in their first 4 years. It just didn't pan out. Give me those.
Those are the motivated ones. Those are the motivated ones. Give me a great year so Omar isn't depressed all off season before he starts another season.
I'm working my way out of my depression, out of my Dolphins run.
We talked about your depression earlier on the program. So people are asking me, hey, is Omar leaving? Because he said, and I go, nah, he's just in that phase now where he just got beat up by a Dolphin season again. So he's in that phase right now, and he'll get out of it.
I will say this to you because it's you. I think I am leaving. But
you are.
Yeah, we'll figure. We're still working it out. There ain't no contract all across my table yet, but I do think that it might be time.
That's not good to hear. I don't like to hear
that. I mean, I did this for 15 years.
No, I get it. I know that.
I love this. I
would like to see you continue to do it. That's all. But you got to do what makes you happy. So that's really, in the end, that I definitely understand.
It ain't done. But it's it's leaning that direction. And I'm making it through free agency. Maybe I'll make it through the draft, but we'll see. We'll see what comes.
All right, we'll figure it out. My brother.
Yeah, man.
You got it. All right, we'll talk.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Hang in there. There you go. That is Omar Kelly dropping the bomb here. Wow. Damn. Sun Sentinel, wake the hell up, dude. I mean, give me a break. You're not going to replace him. All right? That's your EJDconstruction.com Miami Dolphins report.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.